Hello, I'm Lee, and I'm here to take you through enrolment. Enrolment is the process of planning your activities and entertainment schedule. We've added chapters to this video so you can skip ahead, but we recommend watching it through at least once. We also have written guides available in our help center, and highly recommend you read the enrolment tips and tricks and the ultimate first-time guide articles. These have lots of useful information from the Wildkind community on how to make the most of your weekend. Before we get into the technical details of how to enroll, I'm going to share 5 of my top tips about enrolment and the Camp Kindling experience. Number 1 is to try not to feel too stressed while enrolling. Enrolment does work on a first-come, first-served basis, and some activities can get booked up quickly, but we have tens of thousands of activity spaces available, and all the activities are awesome. So whatever you end up doing, you're going to have an amazing weekend. Number 2 is to make sure you've looked at and understands the event map ahead of enrolling. It's really important that you try to plan activities in a similar area so you're not spending too much of your time walking backwards and forwards. It can take half an hour to walk from one end of the event to the other. Number 3 is if you're thinking of buying any extra credits, it can be much better value to upgrade your tickets instead. Number 4 is to make sure your account is fully set up and ready to go, and you've explored the program and favorited some activities ahead of enrollment opening. Number 5 is to try something different. Camp is all about discovering new things, and it's almost certain that the highlight of your weekend will be something completely unexpected. So let's go. The first thing we're going to need to do is sign into the website. Now, this might sound silly, but it's important that you sign in with the same email address you used to book your ticket. Otherwise, you're just going to find an empty account. Once you've signed in, the first thing you need to do is complete your profile, emergency contact, and waiver. Once the 3 sections of our profile are complete, you're going to see this box turn green with a tick to show it's all done. The next thing we need to do is add members to our group and assign them tickets. When it comes to managing enrollment, if you've booked tickets on behalf of somebody else, you have 2 choices of how to go about it. You can either add members to your group, which means you're going to enroll on behalf of them, or you can transfer tickets to somebody else using their email, and that means they're going to manage their own enrollments. I have an example which covers both of these. First, I'm going to set up the members of my family in my group so that I can enroll on behalf of everyone. Then for each member of my family, I'm going to assign them one of the tickets and any add-ons I might have booked for them. And I'm making sure for each person I'm getting the right age group ticket. I mustn't forget to add myself as a group member. Now you can see that my family is completely set up and all their tickets are assigned to them. But I've got some unassigned tickets left in my account. These are tickets I purchased for my brother, and I want him to be able to manage his own enrollments for his family. So I'm going to transfer them over to his account. Once I click send ticket, my brother's going to receive an email telling him how to claim it, and I can revoke it at any point up until he does if I need to. Once all my tickets have been assigned or transferred, I'm ready to enroll. There are 2 ways to view enrollment. You can use the activity view, where you can see each activity, and if you click into it, find out more information about it and see which times it is running. Or you can use the timeline view to see every activity session on a chronological timeline. Don't forget to check the event map to see where activities will be taking place and roughly how long it takes to travel between different areas. Before enrollment has opened, I can explore the schedule and use the star feature to add something to my favorites list. That way, when enrollment does open, I can easily use the filters to get back to my favorited sessions and enroll in them quickly. We recommend favoriting lots of options in case your first choices aren't available. When you're exploring the program, you can click on an activity session to find out more information about it. And there's some important terms to understand in these descriptions. The first is the difference between a credit activity and a drop-in activity. Activities that use credits will give you a reserved place in that session. Adding a drop-in activity to your schedule does not reserve a place, it's simply putting it on your schedule as a reminder that you might want to go there. You will likely have to queue up when you arrive as a drop-in activity, as others will be dropping in at the same time. Just under here, you can see the zone that that activity is taking place in, so you can map it up to the map, the duration of that activity, and the care ratio. This is the maximum amount of infants and juniors that any one adult can supervise whilst participating in that activity. To help navigate through the thousands of activity sessions available, we recommend using the filter to find activities in a similar location. Once enrollment has opened, it's going to look slightly different. Firstly, I'm going to see all the members of my group at the top here, and I get this My Schedule button where I can easily see an overview of everybody in my group and what they've enrolled in. To enroll in a session, I click to open it, and then I can enroll individuals in our group, or I can hit the Enroll All button to enroll everybody. Now, if I open my schedule, I should see that we are all enrolled in beekeeping. You can make changes to your enrollment at any point up until the session starts. If you want to unenroll from a session so you can use those credits on a different session, just click the Unenroll button. Do note that as soon as you've unenrolled, your places on that session might be taken by another person. If a session we want to participate in is full, we can join the waitlist instead of enrolling. You need to put each person in your group on the waitlist, and it will tell you what number on the waitlist each person is. Waitlisting will not use any of your credit and will not create any time clashes in your schedule, so you can join as many waitlists as you want. If you reach the top of the waitlist and a place becomes available for you, we will automatically enroll you in that session if we can. If you have a time clash or you don't have enough credits, we'll send you an email with a deadline to log in and make some changes so you can accept the place if you want it. Once you've completed your enrollment, check them in My Schedule and make sure you email them to yourself. The phone signal on site at camp can be quite poor on some networks, so it's much better to have it as an email or as a printout for easy access. If you need any support from our team, the best place to go is campkindling.co.uk/help and use the chat icon in the bottom right to get in touch with our team. We're here to help with anything you need, and we can't wait to see you at camp in just a few weeks now.